So about 8 months ago, my client got his full business bank account completely shut down, and the bank didn't even give him any type of explanation. No fraud, no warning, just when he called customer service that a letter would be sent out in the mail. But here's the crazy part. His business was 100% legal. He had clean financials and no late payments. He was in crypto, and the banks didn't like his industry. And for them, that was enough. Banks have the power to be able to shut down anybody's account. And if you ask me, it's quite unfair. You can be doing completely legal business, and the bank, just like that, can be able to shut down your account. And the thing is, they don't even need a reason to do so. And that's why on August 7th, President Trump signed the Fair Banking Executive Order. This rule stops the unfair practice of banks being able to treat you unfairly just because of your industry, and allows everybody to get fair access to business credit. Now, this rule just went live on January 1st, 2026. And this is great news, especially if you're a business owner that has ever got denied or treated unfairly just because you're in an industry that banks do not like. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know all the new rules of banking and how you can be able to take full advantage of it so you can be able to get business credit in 2026. So first, let's even understand the problem. It's called debanking, and that's when banks completely shut down your account and won't even allow you to open up any new ones, even though you're in a legal business. This is happening for years now, and that's one of my main frustrations with banking in America. A bank at any point in time can be able to shut down your account, whether you're doing good business or even doing bad business. One single error in their algorithm can completely shut down your account. And the crazy part is, even if they mess up or the bank has a false positive, the bank will still decide to leave your account closed. And the worst part about this is that whenever you call customer service, they act like they can't even talk to you. They're gonna give you a bunch of jargon and bank talk and tell you that it's against their policy, and that's all you're gonna get from them. So the bank never tells you what the real reason is. There's so many good entrepreneurs out there that are doing great business, and just by the luck of the draw, they get their accounts completely shut down. So I'm actually going to be neutral here and show you guys what Trump had did and why this executive order is super important. So we're going to break down this executive order in 6 different protections. So the thing is, banks cannot reject you due to your beliefs or the type of business that you have. Now, this is major because it protects business owners from being able to get denied for political or even religious reasons. So this is great news, especially if you're a firearm company, an oil company, or even a crypto company. Banks can't deny you just because of your industry. Now, the only way that they can deny you is through regular monitoring. There has to be an issue with your personal credit score, your business credit score, or even your business income for them to be able to deny you. So banks can't deny you because of your religion, they can't deny you because of your industry, or even your political association. So this was major for one of my clients because they were in crypto. So every single time they wanted to open up a bank, they would get denied just because of their industry. Now, they're able to open up any bank account without being discriminated against because of their industry. So the second protection that the executive order actually signs is that reputation risk is completely gone. So whenever banks make a decision on whether they want to have you as a client or they want to go ahead and deny you, they have to be able to come up with real reasons. Not any personal opinions, not any type of vague explanations. So what this really means is that the denial letters have to be super specific. They can't be vague, such as unable to validate information. Now they have to be super specific on why they denied you, whether it's your credit score, your personal income, or any type of bankruptcies that you've had in the past. They have to mention this in the denial letter. So with protection number 3, now you can reach out to the SBA and they can be able to help you reopen up closed accounts. So usually the SBA would not get involved with opening up new accounts. So now with this executive order, if you ever had an account that was unfairly shut down, you can be able to now file a claim with the SBA and they'll be able to help you open up a case to help you get your account back open. So now the SBA can act like the CFPB, in which they can be able to go ahead and do analysis on why your account was shut down, reach out to the bank on your behalf so they can be able to go and advocate for you to get your account back open. If you ever had your account shut down and you try to reach out to customer service, you know how frustrating it can be in order to be able to talk to anybody. Even if you go to a supervisor or a manager, they're going to go ahead and stick to their policy and tell you that they really can't help you out. Since the SBA is a governmental agency, banks will take them so much more serious in order to be able to help them open up your account. Now, not every account is going to get approved. If you had any type of fraud or any type of suspicious activities, most of the times banks won't even be able to budge and the SBA can't even help you out. So protection number 4 is that banks can now get checked, especially if they have unfair practices. If a bank has ever done you wrong without any type of justification, banks can now get fined by the federal government. So now the federal government has actually hired inspectors and they're going to be analyzing every single bank to make sure that they're following the rules. So if any bank closes down an account or treats any business unfairly, they're going to go ahead and get fined by the federal government. Now, even though there's going to be inspectors that are going to be analyzing the bank, this does mean there is going to be more governmental oversight on banks. I want to know what you guys think, so leave a comment below. Now, I'm not saying which side is right or which side is wrong, but at least now banks have to be more accountable because there's going to be a lot more insight into their practices. There's going to be a lot more protection from banks than just a year ago. Now, protection number 5 is that all religious reasons are going to go to the Attorney General. So what happened was when Trump signed this executive order, the Justice Department had actually formed a team of attorneys that will handle all religious reasons. So any discrimination from banks due to religious reasons will be investigated by the Attorney General. So now protection number 6 is that the 180 days that Trump had gave the Treasury Department in order to be able to create a long-term plan is now in effect. So whenever Trump signed this executive order, he gave the Treasury Department 180 days in order to be able to create a long-term plan. This plan was meant to fix any type of gaps and ensure that there was a long-term strategy for being able to fix any unfair practice in banking and making sure that the rules do end up sticking. So since January 1st of 2026, this full rule has went into place. So since this plan has went into place, banks now have to tell you exactly the reasons on why you're denied. They also have to give you a clear list of which industries are accepted. Every single time that a bank denies an applicant, they have to report it to the federal government every 3 months. So the good news about this executive order is that banks are a lot more clear in the reasons why they're either going to deny an applicant or approve an applicant. And if they flat out deny you, they have to give you a specific reason because they're going to be held accountable and they can't hide behind vague policies. So this is great news, especially if you're an entrepreneur in 2026, because all of the unfair barriers have been removed. You can now be able to open up accounts regardless of which industry you're in. And if you ever had your account shut down, you can be able to reach out to the SBA so they can be able to open up a case and advocate for you to get your account reopened again. So there's no more waiting or any excuses on why you can't take advantage of this opportunity. So this is going to be a great sign for entrepreneurs because in 2026, you can be able to build up business credit without any type of barriers. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this executive order and what's your plan on how to take full advantage of this. And lastly, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe and get this channel to 10,000 subscribers. And like always, I'll see you at the top.